The Gatemen are playoff bound, and tonight we have ourselves an old-fashioned Western matchup between the Wareham Gatemen and the Falmouth Commodores, two of the top teams in the Western Division. Doing battle tonight, battling it out for first place. Pleasure to bring it to you on GBN. Alongside Gabe Genovesi, I'm Jonah Karp. Gabe, the Wareham clinched last night, a 3-2 victory, a home game away from home. They took down the YD Red Sox, one of the best teams in the Eastern Division.
3-2 victory for Wareham, 3 runs on 9 hits. It really was just, honestly, a clean baseball game. Both teams, no errors for the Red Sox, just 1 error for Wareham at Dunkin' Donuts Park in Hartford. Gorgeous stadium, one of the best stadiums in minor league baseball. And the Gatemen were able to come away victorious, clinch a playoff spot for the 5th straight year. And again, a 3-2 victory really hopefully sets the tone for the way this season can finish after the All-Star break.
The pitching was perhaps the most impressive part of that victory yesterday, because YD entered the ball game, perhaps the second best team as far as hitting is concerned in the Cape Cod League, and maybe the best hitting team in the Eastern Division. They left 10 on base yesterday. Yeah,
they leave 10 on base. 6 of those base runners were in scoring position. JP Gates, 5 innings, only gave up 2 runs in his start, 3 strikeouts as well. And the bullpen does their job. Tevin Murray in his first appearance, no runs, only 1 hit. Cole Larson gave up a couple of hits in just 2/3 of an inning, but Ben Leeper came in, saved the 7th inning, got a strikeout to end the 7th, and then credit to Trey Dillard, pitched the last inning in 2/3, got his 2nd save of the year. He's been excellent out of the bullpen recently for Wareham.
The bullpen yesterday, 4 innings pitched, 0 runs allowed, 4 strikeouts, a fantastic job, virtually keeping the Red Sox in check down the stretch of the game. How about Chad Stevens on the offensive end for Wareham?
Chad Stevens, 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, a stolen base as well. It was his 4th multi-hit, his 4th multi-RBI game of the season. It came up clutch with the 2 RBI single in the 6th inning. He ended up being the difference in yesterday's ballgame.
And with that victory, the Wareham Gatemen are sitting at 19-15-1 this season. 39 points. That's tied with Falmouth for first place in the Western Division.
Tied with these Commodores for first. Katuitt just 1 point back. We've been talking about it the last few days, but it is a race for first place in the Western Division. Wareham's got to get a monkey off their back tonight. They're 0-4 against the Falmouth Commodores.
A race for first place. Straight out of a Dr. Seuss book. Okay, we're going to step aside, and we're going to come back with Addison's pregame interview. You don't want to miss it. You're watching GBN. The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout. The 99, always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
Back here on GBN, getting you ready for first pitch between Falmouth and Wareham. Battle of 2 first-place teams in the Western Division. To get you ready for first pitch, Addison Van Patten spoke to Jerry Weinstein. Addison?
Addison Van Patten here with manager Jerry Weinstein. Now, we clinched the playoffs yesterday. What does that feel for you?
Oh, I didn't know we clinched the playoffs. So
yesterday we did.
It doesn't feel anything because I didn't know anything about it.
Well, congratulations. Now, Falmouth today, they've also clinched the playoffs. Going off of that, having 2 teams that are both already set for the playoffs, does that change how you manage this team at all?
No, not until later on where we try and line up our pitching for the playoffs.
Now, going back to yesterday's experience at Dunkin' Donuts Park, that was a minor league stadium that you've previously managed. You really focus on player development. Did that play a role in that experience at all?
Oh, absolutely. Everything does. There's nothing that we do that doesn't affect how a player develops.
New face at second base today, Zach Mathis is going to be there. He's a JUCO product that you recruited. Do you have any expectations for him for so late in the season?
No, not really. I mean, we just need to see him play. We don't know a whole lot about him.
Alaman is the starting pitcher tonight for Falmouth. He has allowed 0 earned runs through his 23 innings on the season. How does Gatemen Bats prepare for that?
I wasn't even aware of that. It doesn't change anything that we do. You're playing in the batter's box as you're playing in the batter's box, and certainly you adapt to what the pitcher brings to the table.
Now, because it is so late in the season and we have just a week or two left till playoffs, do you plan on seeing or getting any more guys some playing time that haven't seen any previously?
The answer to that is yes.
And then as far as tonight and then the rest of the week goes, are you going to be working these guys harder in preparation for playoffs or giving them some relaxing time because they have had such a grueling summer?
No, we're going to taper off, and we want people fresh for the playoffs.
All right, well, thank you for chatting with me and sending it back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Addison. Talking to Jerry Weinstein, head coach of the Wareham Gatemen. Gatemen back in first place, well tied for first place with the Falmouth Commodores. And they have a new face in their lineup tonight, which Jerry talked about a little bit with Addison, and that's Zach Mathis.
Yeah, Mathis will be playing at LSU will go to LSU in the fall. Will play, of course, in the spring. A newcomer to this Gatemen team. I mean, he hit .351 for Delta College in the California Community College Athletic Association, a JUCO out in California. He was drafted in the 38th round by the Minnesota Twins of this year's draft. Chose to go to LSU, and I mean, the kid can hit the ball. He can play really anywhere in the infield as well. We'll see what he's able to do here in the Cape, but on paper, it's a good addition for Wareham.
Zach Mathis batting fifth tonight for the Wareham Gatemen, playing second base, wearing number 11. Expecting big things out of the new second baseman for the Gatemen. Okay, we're going to take another quick break. On the other side, you know him, you love him. It's Ryan and Javik going around the Cape. You don't want to miss it. Stick around. You're listening to GBN.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Hello, folks, and welcome back inside the Gatemen Pregame Show here on GBN. Javik Blake alongside Ryan LeMay. Before we get into Around the Cape today, I just want to say on behalf of all of us here at GBN, we hope everyone listening is safe and okay across Cape Cod after a week that saw not only torrential rainfalls and massive thunderstorms, but also tornadoes touching down that destroyed homes and businesses. We're glad that we can provide at least a few hours of entertainment on a nightly basis for you guys. If you're at home without power, or you just want to get out of the house to get your minds off this week for a few hours, feel free to come on down to the beautiful Gov Fuller Field in Falmouth, Massachusetts for what should be, Ryan, one heck of a matchup.
Should be a heck of a matchup, but first of all, I just want to say it was a scary night for my family. I have grandparents that live in West Yarmouth. Luckily, they're okay, and luckily, many of the people that are affected by this, it wasn't too bad. But, yeah, scary night for everybody on the Cape last night. You don't really see that a lot on the Cape. You're seeing twisters and stuff like that, so. But, yeah, let's get into some baseball. Let's talk some baseball here.
But what did happen last night is really brought out what the Cape League's all about. 3 games got postponed. 1 game was able to be completed. Brewster at Chatham, that was postponed. Orleans and Harwich, that was postponed. Falmouth and Hyannis, that was postponed as well. But the cool thing about the Chatham postponement was calls of the rain and tornado warnings, obviously, but it knocked out power, and it saw broadcasters Josh Schaefer and Cooper Boardman, along with manager Tom Holliday, handing out ice cream to all the kids of the field.
That's a great story.
Really just what the Cape League
is
all
about. That's all it's about, yeah.
The one game that was able to be finished last night was Bourne and Cotuit. They tied 2-2, a final in 8 innings. And really, it was Sean Sullivan who had the fantastic start for the Cotuit Kettleers, but they couldn't hold the 2-0 advantage in the 8th.
Yeah, they couldn't hold on to it, but Sullivan was lights out for Cotuit last night. I mean, he went 7 innings, didn't allow a single run, only 4 hits, and he struck out 6 batters. So great night for him on the mound, but for Cotuit not to follow through and give their pitcher a win is pretty disappointing, honestly. But, I mean, Joey Loverfido did all he did. He was 3 for 4, had a home run, who was only a home run short of the cycle, had 2 RBIs. So, I mean, he did what he could to help his pitcher out, but the rest of the Cotuit offense wasn't there for him last night.
Cotuit, they're in a very tough stretch their next 3 games. Chatham, YD, and Wareham, 3 of the best teams in all of the Cape Cod Baseball League. That's their schedule, their next 3 games, and it's going to be real tough for them, and it's going to be a test to see how good of a team they are and if they are championship caliber.
Yeah, it comes at a tough time. I mean, Cotuit was in first place a couple days ago, but now to look at the standings, they're in 3rd place in the West Division. It's very tight right now, and these games all matter. So tough stretch for Cotuit, but this is when championship teams are made of.
And speaking of tough stretches, Bourne, they've had a little bit of a tough stretch in their last 10 games, 3-6-1, but they're pretty much guaranteed of making a playoff spot thanks to Hyannis.
Yeah, I mentioned this last pregame show, though. Like, although they're going to be guaranteed a playoff spot, basically, I mean, to go into the playoffs in a winning streak is so much better than going on a losing streak. So, I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing Bourne turn it around before the playoffs, because otherwise, I think they're in for first-round exit.
Well, as we look towards tonight, a whole lot of games around the Cape, everything but one game underway already. One postponement already, the Bourne Braves and Hyannis Harbor Hawks. That one is postponed to July 25th. That one will start at 4 p.m. But Orleans, they're currently facing Harwich. They're down 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning of that one. That game started at 4 o'clock in Eldridge Park. Start of a doubleheader.
Yeah, it looked like Orleans was finally getting back in the win column. They had a couple wins in a row, but now they're back down to the Harwich Mariners 2-0, and it looks like they're back to their old ways. So, I mean, maybe they come back in this game, but as for Harwich, I'm still confused about this whole team because they had 9 All-Stars, but they still sit 4th place in the Eastern Division, and they can't seem to find a consistent win streak here and all summer long, it seems like. So, I mean, maybe this is the chance for Harwich to finally get a win streak going into the playoffs, but we'll see.
They're 16-18 on the season. They sweep the doubleheader today. That puts them at 500 with 8 games to go. Game 2 will start 30 minutes after Game 1. Orleans will be the home team in their home park. Jared Schuster will get the start. He's 2-0 on the season, but Harwich is yet to name a starter.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Game 2 as well. It should be a good one, as for the first one as well. So,
Chatham playing YD today. Chatham tied for first place in the East with the YD Red Sox, both with 20 wins and 2 losses for 42 points. That game, Chatham leads 1-0 at the top of the 2nd.
This is definitely my most anticipated matchup of the night. I mean, we saw YD yesterday in Hartford. They're a very good baseball team, and they put up a really good fight against the Gatemen, and they're putting up a good fight right now against the Anglers. So it's probably the best baseball you're going to see on the Cape.
Cotuit and Brewster, they are already underway. About 45 minutes into that one, started at 5 o'clock at Stony Brook Field. Cotuit on the season, 17-14-4, good for 3rd in the Western Division. For Brewster, they're 14-19-1, good for 5th in the East, and that game currently tied in the 3rd.
Yeah, we mentioned Cotuit has a very tough stretch coming up in games, so a game like this against Brewster, who was 5th place in the Eastern Division, this is the games you need to win, and these are the games you need to win convincingly to have some momentum going into those big games.
And once again, Bourne and Hyannis, that game was supposed to be the latest one tonight, starting at 6, but that one's postponed. And for the Bourne Braves and the Falmouth Commodores as well, they've ran out of off days. They're going to be playing upwards of 14 games in the next 10 days, which is really not what you want for your pitching staff.
Yeah, this kind of sums up Hyannis' season. I mean, everything's gone wrong for them, whether it's on the field or off the field, issues that have happened to them, and it's really unfortunate because they have some really talented players, but they've just had some bad luck all season long, and once again tonight, their field was just not in good condition to play, so very tough couple of days for them.
But looking at tonight's games, and obviously Chatham and YD is really the game to watch tonight. What sticks out the most about that?
I just really want to see who comes out and performs because we know both these teams have good pitching, they have good hitting, but it's going to come all down to who the superstars are on these teams and what they can provide for the teams. Because it's going to be one hit or one inning of pitching that really makes the difference in these kind of games.
So it's the top 2 teams in the West playing and the top 2 teams in the East playing as well tonight. We'll see who comes out on top and secures first place in both divisions when we come back from break, as it's been around the Cape. Gabe, Genovesi, and Jonah Karp will have your call from the beautiful Gulf Foil Field in Falmouth, Massachusetts, right after this on GBN.
One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music, located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini-golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com, #Morse of course.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier two-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network, home of the defending champion Wareham Gatemen.
From Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts, opening day, Cape Cod Baseball League.
Jonah Karp, Gabe, Genovesi with you. Pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast.
Addison Van Patten here with manager Jerry Weinstein for the Manager's Show. And here with Brandon Fott. Now, Brandon, you got the win for tonight. It's an 80% chance of rain here in Wareham for the rest of the day, and the Gatemen have been forced to move inside to take BP in the cages.
Ground ball back up the middle, past the glove of Fetterman and into center field. Andrew Thomas comes home to score. Cam Guangarena right behind him, and Chad Stevens pulls in at first base with a 2-run single.
Hard ground ball up the middle, a base hit into center field. Rudick rounds third, he's coming home. It's an RBI single for Cam Guangarena. Wareham leads 1-0.
Cut on and miss, strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Trent Palmer.
That ball is gone. Adrian Del Castillo breaks the game open with a 3-run jack. 11-5 Gatemen.
Slapped up the middle, a base hit into center field. Beaver scores easily, and Tico rounding third. The throw to the plate is not in time.
Line drive over the head of the second baseman Olsen and into right field. Braden Ward comes home to score. Darren Baker pulls in at first with an RBI single, and it's 7-5 Wareham.
And the Gatemen win 5-0 here in Game 1 of the doubleheader.
And that'll do it. First 9-inning shutout for Wareham pitching this season. 6-0 the final score from Catuit, Massachusetts.
Now, here are the voices of the Gatemen: Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, and Addison Van Patten.
From Gov Fuller Fields, a battle of two of the top teams in the Western Division, the Falmouth Commodores and the Wareham Gatemen, duking it out for first place in the Western Division standings. Alongside Gabe Genovesi, I'm Jonah Karp. Gabe, let's break down this matchup. Both teams tied at 39 points. Whoever wins tonight takes the top spot.
And Wareham, well, hasn't beaten Falmouth here in 2019. 0-4 against the Falmouth Commodores, trying to get over that hump. It's going to be extremely difficult tonight against Franco Alaman, who really has been the second best pitcher, starting pitcher in the Western Division. The only guy who's been better than him is Ian Bedell, who started the All-Star game for the Western Division, obviously for the Wareham Gatemen. But Alaman has been nothing but spectacular, hasn't given up an earned run here in 2019.
The Gatemen are 0 for 4 against the Falmouth Commodores this season. The last time these two teams met, it was back at Spillane Field, and it was a doubleheader. The Wareham Gatemen got swept. They're now 0 for their last 6 in doubleheader games. First game went to Falmouth 5-2. The second game went to Falmouth 6-4. The Wareham Gatemen were really struggling on the offensive side, starting to pick it up as of late, but yesterday it was a pitching duel that won Wareham the game. They took a 3-2 victory in a home game away from home, taking down the YD Red Sox in Hartford, Connecticut. Let's take you through the starting 9 for the Wareham Gatemen. Braden Ward leading things off. He's out in center field. Matt McLean, the left fielder, is batting second. Jacob Teeter, the first baseman, batting third. Dallas Beaver cleaning things up. He's the designated hitter. Zach Mathis, a brand new face for the Wareham Gatemen. He's playing second base, wearing Darren Baker's number, playing Darren Baker's position, wearing number 11, batting fifth. Benjamin Sems batting sixth. He's the shortstop. Matt Rudick batting seventh. He's out in right field. Chad Stevens batting eighth. He's the third baseman. And Drew Sims catching and wrapping up the batting order for the Wareham Gatemen. Left to right in the outfield, Austin Mazel, Blake Dunn, Zach Deloach. Steven Moretto, the third baseman. Trey Cruz, the shortstop. Hayden Cantrell, the second baseman. Austin Langworthy, the first baseman. Matt Nelson behind the plate for the Falmouth Commodores. And as Gabe mentioned, Franco Alamon, the starting pitcher for the Falmouth Commodores. Looking to pick up their 5th win against the Wareham Gatemen this season. Jonathan Jordan, the home plate umpire. John Putala, the first base umpire. Jason Klump, the third base umpire. A Wednesday night in Falmouth, Massachusetts. The last time the Gatemen have to come here to Falmouth, that is during the regular season. Gatemen entering this ball game 1950-1, 15-1. Falmouth 19-12-1. Tied atop the Western Division standings at 39 points apiece. Gabe, when you look up and down this Wareham starting lineup, who stands out?
I'm going to go with Benjamin Sems. Sems is hitting over 400 in his last 7 games. Very quietly has been a really hot hitter in this Gatemen lineup in that 6th spot. He's pretty much been in the 6th spot all season long. His average has been right around 300 all year. It's why he was an all-star. It's back above 300 now. He had a hit yesterday, of course, against YD in Hartford, and I think he could make a big factor today against Falmouth.
Benjamin Sems batting 6th for the Wareham Gatemen, playing shortstop. The all-star, one of the all-stars for the Wareham Gatemen. They had 8 of them. The top 4 Wareham Gatemen in today's starting lineup are all all-stars. Braden Ward, Matt McLean, Jacob Teeter, Dallas Beaver. Despite taking a 3-2 victory yesterday, Braden Ward, Matt McLean, who batted first and second respectively out in Hartford, went a combined 0 for 7. Looking to right the tide on offense tonight, pick up their first victory of the season against the Commodores. It'll be Braden Ward, Matt McLean, and Jacob Teeter leading things off in the top of the first inning against Franco Alamon. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast on GBN. Bringing you a Western Division matchup on this Wednesday evening from Gov Fuller Field. Franco Alamon, a rising sophomore at FIU, stands at 6'6", 220 pounds. Big right-handed pitcher. Braden Ward digs in from the left side. Right-hander on the mound, left-hander in the box to get things started. The Gatemen in their away maroon tops and their gray bottoms trimmed in maroon. Black lettering, black numbering. Braden Ward with a black helmet. The Falmouth Commodores in their home whites. Maroon numbering and lettering. First pitch from Alamon. Bunted down the first base line. Braden Ward hustling, picked up by Alamon in front of the plate. Throw to first is not in time. Braden Ward wheeling down the first base line, picks up an infield single to begin the ball game. Ward showing off the speed that made him an all-star. One of the reasons he was an all-star, I mean, he plays pretty exceptional defense, and he's been swinging the bat very well all season. But he's the fastest player and perhaps the best base stealer in the league.
100%. Not only on the Gatemen team, but in the league. And hey, when you have an 0 for day yesterday like you do what you do best, lay down a bunt, get on base.
right-on-right matchup as Matt McLean digs in. Runner at first, nobody out, top of the first inning, throw back to first. And Braden Ward dives back in head first safely. McLean out in left field. First time this summer he's playing left field for the Wareham Gatemen. Didn't play at all in left field at UCLA this season. And really hasn't played left field in his entire life. But says, he's not much different. Another throw back to first. Ward back in. McLean has played some right field this summer after not playing any right field at UCLA. He's also played third base and shortstop and second base. He has become a super utility guy and a consistent bat for the Wareham Gatemen. First pitch to him sits outside. 1 ball and no strikes, a fastball. No score in the top of the first inning. Nobody out. Braden Ward at first. Jacob Teeter in the on-deck circle. Middle infield playing back. Corner infielder shaded in. Steven Moretto a little bit off the third base line. Pitch outside, another fastball, 88 miles per hour. 2 balls and no strikes from Franco Aleman. Aleman has yet to give up an earned run this season. 23 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts. Braden Ward with about 4 steps off the first base bag. Aleman sets the letters, kicks and delivers. The pitch taken at the knees and over the outside corner. Fastball at 89 miles an hour. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. A beautiful night here in Falmouth, Massachusetts. A heat wave came and went. Another throw back to first. Ward back in safely. Count holds at 2-1 to McLean. There was a heat wave all weekend, coupled with a few tornado warnings and a couple of tornado touchdowns. Appreciate all the well wishes. Able to bring you tonight's matchup. Another throw back to first. Ward not taking much of a lead, but obviously reason for Franco Aleman to be worried about him on the base paths. Matt McLean batting .313 this season. All-Star reserve and All-Star MVP. Ward holds at first. The breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 2. 2-2 the count to McLean. McLean won the All-Star Game MVP for the Western Division, despite the West losing to the East. They handed out 2 MVPs, one to the East and one to the West. Runner at first, nobody out, top of the first. Another throwback to first. Ward back in safely. Count holds at 2-2. McLean said he had no idea that there was an MVP given to the losing team. Hit a 2-run homer, hit an RBI single in that game. 3 RBIs. Ward takes off, swing and a miss, strike 3, throw down to seconds, offline under the glove of Hayden Cantrell, and it rolls into center field. Braden Ward takes off for third, now rounds third and stops there. Throw comes in by Blake Dunn. Braden Ward goes first to third, 1 away. And the go-ahead run, 90 feet away for the Wareham Gatemen. Heads up base running by Braden Ward as McLean strikes out. Jacob Teeter, the new batter. Runner at third base, 1 away, top of the first inning, no score.
And Blake Dunn bobbled that ball in center too. Ward slid into third. If he wouldn't have slid, it would have been a close call whether he would have taken off or not.
First pitch to the lefty. Teeter is ripped back towards center field, and it drops into center field for a base hit. RBI single for Jacob Teeter breaks the ice. 1-0 Wareham as Braden Ward comes home to score. Two hits with 1 away here in the first inning. Gatemen score early. Jacob Teeter now standing at first with Dallas Beaver in the box. Beaver, another left-handed batter. digs in against Franco Alamon. Started the All-Star game for the Western Division behind the plate. Stands in the back of the lefty batter's box. Takes a first pitch breaking ball at 80 miles per hour for a strike at the knees, 0-1. That was the 23rd RBI of the season for Jacob Teeter. Beaver batting .329 coming into this game. 1 homer, 11 RBIs. The pitch. Taken upstairs. 79 miles per hour, a breaking ball that never really broke. Count even 1 ball and 1 strike to the cleanup man, Dallas Beaver. Shadows peering in along the left field line. We're positioned down the third base line. Behind home plate, a little angled toward the third base line. Ripped back up the middle, and that falls into center field for a base hit. Jacob Teeter stops at second. Dallas Beaver pulls in at first. Table set with 1 away in the top of the first inning for Zach Mathis.
And against a guy who hasn't given up an earned run all season long, Wareham steps in and gets 3 hits in the first 4 batters, and Teeter knocks in the run. A heck of a start for the Gatemen on the road.
The Gatemen now responsible for the first earned run allowed by Franco Alamon. Still 2 ducks on the pond with 1 away in the top of the first inning. 1 run home, Zach Mathis making his debut. First pitch to him. Sits outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Zach Mathis went to Delta College, a JUCO school, transferring to LSU. Got offers from Texas Tech and Florida State, chose LSU after playing shortstop much of the season. Rolled down toward the left side of the infield, scooped up by Cruz, fires over to first in time to get Zach Mathis by a stride as both runners advance 90 feet, 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop from the University of
Good play by Trey Cruz, the shortstop, circling in and firing it across the diamond, making a strong throw to retire Mathis. But both runners advance into scoring position.
And the good thing about where the ground ball was hit / the speed of that ball, there was no opportunity to turn 2 there. Wareham still alive in the inning, and let's see if Benjamin Sims can come through with a clutch 2-out hit.
So now Jacob Teeter stands at third, Dallas Beaver at second. With 2 away in the top of the first inning, 1 run home, Benjamin Sims, another all-star for the Gatemen, steps in from the left side. Alamon, the right-hander, dealing from the stretch and the first base side of the rubber. First pitch is flared down the left field line. Steven Moretto, the third baseman, going back and making the catch in foul ground on the run for the 3rd out of the top of the first inning. Gatemen leave 2 stranded, but they strike first. An RBI single by Jacob Teeter. Breaks the ice for the Wareham Gatemen. They lead 1-0 entering the bottom half. We'll be right back.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served Southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
1-0 Wareham over Falmouth as we enter the bottom of the first inning. Let's take you through the starting 9 for the Falmouth Commodores. Hayden Cantrell leading things off. Blake Dunn behind him. Zach DeLoach. Those are the 3. 2 up here in the bottom of the first inning. Cantrell playing second base. Dunn out in center field. Zach DeLoach out in right field. As Levi Prater takes the bump for the Wareham Gatemen. He's still getting set, so we'll take you through the rest of the 9. Trey Cruz cleaning things up, playing shortstop. Taylor Smith behind him, the designated hitter. First pitch from Levi Prater. Taken downstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. Austin Langworthy batting 6th. He's the first baseman. Stephen Moretto, the third baseman, batting 7th. Matt Nelson, the catcher behind him. Austin Maisel wrapping up the order. Pitch downstairs. 84 miles per hour from Levi Prater. 2 balls and no strikes. Prater, the left-handed pitcher. Hayden Cantrell, the right-handed batter. Prater misses outside again. 91, the fastball from Levi Prater. 3 pitches so far, all of them out of the strike zone. 3-0. 1-0 Wareham. Prater rocks and deals, delivers. Pitch up and in, ball 4. 4 pitches to Hayden Cantrell. They're all out of the zone. Leadoff walk to Cantrell. That'll bring up Blake Dunn. Runner on first, nobody out. Bottom of the first inning. From left to right in the outfield for the Wareham Gatemen tonight, Matt McClain making his debut out in left field. Braden Ward in center, Matt Rudick in right. Chad Stevens over at the hot corner, Benjamin Sems at short. Zach Mathis making his debut not only at second base, but for the Wareham Gatemen this summer. Throwback to first, Cantrell back to the bag. Jacob Teeter, the usual suspect at first. Drew Sims behind the plate. And Levi Prater on the bump. 1-0 Wareham, nobody out. Bottom of the first, runner on first. Blake Dunn in the box. First pitch from Prater is bunted foul. Sails into the backstop, 0-1 to Dunn. Blake Dunn batting .241 this season, still looking for his first home run. 10 RBIs. Righty in the box. Blake Dunn really crowds the plate. Another throw back to first. Cantrell scampers back to the bag. 1 run on 3 hits for the Wareham Gatemen. Prater has pitched in 14 2/3 innings so far this season. 14 strikeouts in just under 15 innings. The pitch skips in the dirt about a foot in front of the plate, blocked by Sims to keep Cantrell at first. But Prater missing all over the place early. 1-1 the count. Prater entering this contest with an earned run average of under 1. .61, the ERA. He's been very, very good. Comes set at the belt, delivers, upstairs, ball 2. That's now 7 pitches thrown by Levi Prater. And 6 of them have missed the strike zone. Another throw back to first. Count holds at 2-1 to Blake Dunn.
And it's early. This is where you try not to overreact. You let Levi get settled in, but we have not seen this from Levi Prater this summer.
Prater trying to settle down. Delivers from the belt. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. 87 miles per hour that pitch. Blew it right by Blake Dunn. 2-2. The Gatemen looking for their first victory against the Falmouth Commodores this season. Falmouth 4-0 against Wareham. Another throw back to first. Prater keeping a close eye on Hayden Cantrell. Zach DeLoach in the on-deck circle. The pitch misses outside, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Blake Dunn from Western Michigan. Rising junior. Batted .374 this season at Western Michigan. 9 doubles, 5 homers, 29 RBIs. Prater steps off the rubber. Last summer, played in the Great Lakes League. Played for the Clippers. Batted .329 last summer. Another throwback to first. Cantrell isn't taking much of a lead. Done the first team All-MAC, 30 stolen bases this year. Second most in school history. Led the team in batting average and hits and triples and slugging percentage and on-base percentage. Swing and a miss, strike three. Lollipop throw down to second. Sails over the head of Benjamin Sims, and it rolls into center field. Hayden Cantrell goes first to third easily as Blake Dunn strikes out. Well, deja vu from the top of the first.
And they're calling Hayden Cantrell out.
Now batting, the right fielder from Texas A&M, number 9.
They're saying it's obstruction on Hayden Cantrell. So the Gatemen catch a break. And not much argument from the Falmouth dugout. Nobody on base now, 2 away for the number 3 man, Zach DeLoach.
I couldn't quite tell what happened down there at second.
First pitch, DeLoach bunts it right in front of home plate. That's a fair ball. Throw down to first as Sims retires him. Well, it turns into a 1-2-3 inning for Levi Prater. Not your conventional 1-2-3 inning, but 1-2-3 nonetheless. No runs, no hits, and nobody left after 1-0 Wareham. We'll be right back.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape...
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
Bottom 3 coming up for the Wareham Gatemen. Matt Rudick, Chad Stevens, Drew Sims. The 3 due up. 7-8. The 2019 Alamont. The 99 Rudick is flared out toward left field, falling quickly. Austin Maisel coming in, and the left fielder makes the catch with 2 hands above his cap. 1 away. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison Van Patten back with you. Thanks for spending your Wednesday evening with us on the Gatemen Baseball Network. A jostle for first place in the Western Division. Both the Falmouth Commodores and the Wareham Gatemen knotted at first, with both teams sitting at 39 points this season. But the Commodores have played 3 less games. The Gatemen have 3 more losses. Both teams with 19 wins. Wareham 19-15-1 this season. Falmouth 19-12-1. First pitch to Stevens, taken at the knees at 80 miles per hour. 0-1. Stevens playing third base, batting 8th for the Gatemen tonight. A right-on-right matchup. Alamont into the windup. And fires another breaking ball on the outside corner. 0-2. 79 miles per hour from Franco Alamont. Gave up his first earned run of the season in the first inning. 3 hits allowed against the Wareham Gatemen. 1 run on 3 hits for Wareham thus far. High chopper over the mound toward the left side of the infield. Picked up on a hop by Trey Cruz, and the shortstop fires to first to retire Stevens. 2 away.
Now batting the catcher from Utah Valley University.
Quick 2 outs for Franco Alamont. Different looking inning than the first. Looking for his first 1-2-3 inning. The number 9 man, Drew Sims, will step into the box. Nobody on base, 2 away, 1-0 Wareham. A pretty night here in Falmouth, Massachusetts. Sims with a wide batting stance, that back foot in the corner of the batter's box, fouls one right on top of home plate. 0-1. Drew Sims, I guess you can call it his second stint with Wareham. It's his second stint with Wareham of this summer. Played the first week, Left for a little while and then came back. Now getting a start. The pitch. Misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's only taken an at-bat in 4 games this summer for Wareham, but he's reached base in all 4. The pitch from Alamon. Check swing, and he went around. Strike 2. Pitch was low at 79 miles per hour. Franco Alamon really working his breaking ball here in the top of the 2nd inning. 1-2 the count to Sims. Alamon back into the windup. The pitch. Misses just a little bit outside. Alamon was about to walk back to the dugout. He thought that was strike 3. Instead, the count even, 2-2.
Thought that pitch was a little low to Sims, too. Good hold.
The pitch. Chopped right back on top of home plate. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sims has only taken 11 at-bats for the Gatemen. 3 hits and 11 at-bats. That's a .272 average. And he does have a home run. Came against the YD Red Sox at BC High. You have to go back to the first week of the season. Nobody on base, 2 down. Chopped foul down the 3rd baseline, so we'll do it again. Count even, 2-2. If Sims can get on, we're back to the top of the order with Braden Ward. Ward's 1 for 1. Hovering around 70 degrees here in Falmouth. The pitch. Swing and a miss, lazy swing and a miss from Drew Sims. A 1-2-3 inning for Franco Alamon. No runs, no hits, nobody left on after 1.5. Wareham still leads Falmouth 1-0. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Middle of the order, due up for the Falmouth Commodores, trailing the Wareham Gatemen 1-0 in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Levi Prater back on the bump for the Gatemen. Working with a 1-0 cushion. Trey Cruz, Taylor Smith, Austin Langworthy, the 3 due up. Cruz will lead things off. The All-Star, one of the All-Stars for the Commodores. First pitch from Prater. Cracked out toward right center field. Ward closing in quickly and making the catch on the run. Braden Ward showing off the speed. Running a country mile to go get that ball out of the air, and he does. 1 pitch, 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd.
I think you could count the guys on one hand that get to that ball in this league. I mean, that looked like a base hit off the bat. It hung up there just a little bit, and Ward got there. He made that catch below his waist, too. Good play from Braden Ward.
One All-Star retiring another All-Star. 1 away, bottom of the 2nd. Nobody on base, first pitch. Hits the front foot of Taylor Smith. Wasn't even close. And so Taylor Smith is standing on first with a hit by pitch with 1 away in the bottom of the 2nd.
Number 26, Austin.
This is a red-hot Commodores team. They've won their last 6. And it's because the pitching staff has been something else over the last, well, I guess you could say 6 games. Over their last 5 games, though, the pitching staff has only allowed 7 earned runs. Austin Langworthy, the new batter. Left-on-left matchup, runner on first, 1 away. First pitch from Prater. Lifted foul down the third base line. Out of play, 0-1. Langworthy batting sixth. He's the first baseman tonight for the Commodores. Levi Prater looks in to get the sign from Drew Sims. Comes set at the belt, checks the runner at first. Deals from the first base side, high leg kick, and delivers. Pitch over the inside corner, 0-2. Steven Moretto in the on-deck circle. Runner on first, one away. Bottom of the second. A little bit of a hesitation from Levi Prater. Fires a pitch inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 1-0 Wareham with 1 away in the bottom of the second inning. The Commodores still looking for their first hit of the game. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Prater went high and got Langworthy to chase with an 87-mile-per-hour fastball. 2 away in the bottom of the second with a runner on first. Steven Moretto, the new man up. Moretto digs in from the right side to face the lefty Prater. Well documented now if you've been watching all of our broadcasts here on GBN, and we thank you if you have. The pitch. Lifted in the air, out toward right field, down the line, closing over toward the line, Matt Rudick makes the catch as he's drifting toward the infield.
Calling all kids club members.
That's the third out of the bottom of the second. The Falmouth Commodores leave one stranded, still haven't tallied a hit. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. And after 2, Gatemen up 1-0. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Wareham over Falmouth, 1-0 in the top of the third inning. Let's send it over to Addison Van Patten.
Thanks, Jonah. I talked to Zach Mathis before this game. Now you guys know he is a JUCO product. In high school, he bounced around from University of the Pacific to California State and Northridge before ending up at Delta College, and he has been there for the past 2 years, where he said in the middle of his 2019 season, he actually changed his approach at bat, and ever since then, he's been feeling really great. I talked to him about his late appearance in the Cape this summer, and he said it's far overdue, that he actually thought he should have been here way sooner, and he's excited to be here and prove his worth. Throwing it back to you guys.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Addison. Back to the top of the order for the Wareham Gatemen. Zach Mathis is batting 5th. It's Braden Ward, Matt McLean, Jacob Teeter, the 3 due up in the top of the third. Braden Ward, the first man up, digs in from the left side, faces Franco Alamon. Ward squares the bunt, pulls the bat back, rolls one down toward the first base line. Alamon tries to glove it, and he drops it. Ward in standing at first safely, and that's going to be an E1 against Franco Alamon.
Twice now, Alamon's had to make a play off the bat of Braden Ward, and Ward beat out the first one for a bunt single, and then Alamon can't make the play there, and Ward's on for the second time today.
Ward wreaked havoc on the base paths the first time. He pulled in at first. Reached on a bunt single as McLean bunts one down the third base line, but rolls it foul, 0-1. McLean struck out swinging in the first inning, as Ward swiped the second base bag and then eventually moved over to third before coming home on the Jacob Teeter RBI single. Alamon again having to work out of a little bit of trouble with Braden Ward on the base paths and nobody out. Top of the third inning, 1-0 Wareham. The 0-1 misses inside at 88 miles per hour. 1 ball and 1 strike to McLean. Matt McLean has 2 home runs this season, 19 RBIs. Right on right matchup. Another throw back to first. Ward back in safely. We mentioned the first time he was up that he wasn't expecting to get the MVP initially because he didn't know that the All-Star game had 2 MVPs, one for the Eastern Division and one for the Western Division, despite the West losing to the East. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Misses outside, 2-1. And once he hit that RBI single for his 3rd RBI of the ball game and his 2nd hit of the ball game, McLean knew he had it in the bag. And so he figured, well, I'm going to swipe a bag just to solidify that. And it worked. Matt McLean, your 2019 Western Division All-Star MVP. Ward takes off and holds as the pitch sits outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Braden Ward goes back to the first base bag.
And Matt Nelson kind of pump faked over there. I think if he guns that down to first with a good throw, he might get Ward. Ward was way off the bag.
Ward about 5 steps off the first base bag at the moment. Let's see if he runs. He does. Pitch on the outside corner, strike 2. Ward swipes another bag. Throw is offline. Count 3 balls and 2 strikes to Matt McLean. Takes away the double play opportunity. Runner in scoring position for the Wareham Gatemen. Still nobody out in the top of the 3rd inning. Jacob Teeter in the on-deck circle. Franco Alamon with a long look in, now sets at the letters. Kicks and delivers. The pitch is laced and played on a hop by Trey Cruz, the shortstop. Fires to first, throw in the dirt. Picked out of the dirt by Austin Langworthy. Braden Ward stays put at second base. 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman from Florida Southern
Boy,
College,
Trey Cruz
number 22, Jacob Teeter,
is one of the best fielding infielders we've seen. This isn't the first game against Wareham where he's impressed with his glove. He's already made a few impressive plays tonight.
I mean, whether he's at short or third, he only has 5 errors all summer.
Jacob Teeter digs in from the left side against the righty Alamon. He steps off the rubber. Ward caught in a pickle in between second and third. Throw back down to second. Trey Cruz trying to pick him off. Another throw back down to third. Ward still in a bit of a jam. Dives back in to third base, but the tag slapped on to retire Braden Ward on the base paths. An error in judgment on the base paths for Braden Ward. And he's retired. So now nobody on base with 2 down in the 3rd inning for Jacob Teeter.
And he's been so good on the base paths all season long. But with only 1 out and your 3-4 hitters due up, you're already in scoring position. I get you're trying to make a sacrifice fly possible there.
First pitch taken inside to Teeter, 1 ball and no strikes.
That's where you might just want to hold off, let Teeter knock you in like he did in the 1st inning.
Dallas Beaver in the on-deck circle, nobody on base, 2 away. 1-0 Wareham. Pitch low and into Teeter, 2 balls and no strikes. Jacob Teeter 1 for 1 with an RBI single in the 1st inning. Starting first baseman in last Sunday's All-Star game for the Western Division. Alamon rocks and deals and misses low and in again. 3 balls and no strikes. Teeter tallied his 23rd RBI of the season in the 1st inning. He has 2 home runs this year. Lifts this one down the left field line. Austin Maisel into foul ground toward the line, and he'll let that land out of play. Count runs to 3-1 against Jacob Teeter, who takes the slow trot back into the box. This is a high-powered Wareham Gatemen offense. Leading the Cape Cod League in hits, 332 this season. 288 batting average. And that leads the Cape Cod League by a mile. And 246 strikeouts is the fewest in the Cape Cod League. The 3-1. Ripped under the glove of the first baseman, Austin Langworthy, and it rolls into right field. 2-out single for Jacob Teeter. He's now 2 for 2.
Now batting.
Teeter safe at first base for Dallas Beaver. And the Gatemen threatening once again. That only puts even more of a spotlight on that poor base running decision by Braden Ward earlier in the inning.
Should be 2-0 Wareham right now.
Jacob Teeter locked in. Dallas Beaver will step in from the left side. Having a chat with Jonathan Jordan, the home plate umpire. Now steps into the box. Teeter at first, 2 away, top of the 3rd inning. High set from Alamont, swing and a miss from Teeter. He was out in front of a breaking ball at 79 miles per hour. Count 0-1. Dallas Beaver 1 for 1. Singled in the 1st inning. He was left stranded at second base. The pitch. Check swing, but he went around. Bit on the high pitch. 0-2. Beaver the DH for the Wareham Gatemen, with Drew Sims playing behind the dish. Runner at first, 2 away. 1-0 Wareham. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. 91-mile-per-hour fastball. Jacob Teeter's batting average back up to .307 after starting the day at .297 with the 2 hits today. The pitch. Ripped out toward right field, coming on. Zach DeLoach makes the catch on the run. And that ends the top of the 3rd inning.
The Falmouth Commodores would like to
Gatemen tally a hit, but they leave one stranded. No runs on 1 hit and 1 man left. After 2.5, the Gatemen still on top, 1-0 as we enter the bottom of the 3rd. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
New pitcher in for the Wareham Gatemen, Brandon Fott. Rocks and deals. First pitch out of the windup. Misses outside. 87-mile-per-hour fastball. 1 ball and no strikes to Matt Nelson. How about this? We have a battle of 33s. Righty in the box, righty on the mound. The 1-0. Taken at the knees and over the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 right-handers, 2 number 33s. It's like that Spider-Man meme. The 2 Spider-Mans pointing at each other. The 1-1. Popped up a high sky into foul ground along the third base line. Chad Stevens circling under it, stays with it and makes the catch for the first out. I feel like that description's going to go over the head of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Nobody on base, 1 away. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Brandon Fott working quickly out of the windup. Misses downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Falmouth still looking for their first hit. Nobody on base. 1 away. Bottom of the third. Trailing 1-0. 1 run on 4 hits today for the Gatemen. Swing and a miss at a high pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Austin Maisel. Maisel has had himself a good season for the Commodores, batting .382. 18 hits and 47 at-bats. No homers, 1 RBI. The 1-2. Rolled down the first base line, picked up by Jacob Teeter, the first baseman, who was straddling the line. Steps on the bag himself for the second out. Back to the top of the order. Hayden Cantrell, who walked in his first and only plate appearance, walked on 4 pitches in the bottom of the first inning and was left on base. Steps into the box from the left side to face the righty Brandon Fott. Nobody on base and 2 away. First pitch from Fott. At the knees, strike 1. Cantrell waving a 2-tone bat. Hits one on the ground, right side of the infield, scooped up by Mathis, who fires to first in time. A 1-2-3 inning for Brandon Fott. How about that? Only 9 pitches for Brandon Fott to get through the third. No runs, no hits, nobody left across. And after 3, it's 1-0 Wareham. Gabe Genovesi with your play-by-play when we return. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini-golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
The second baseman from Louisiana State University, number 11, Zach Mathis.
We go to the fourth here in Falmouth. Zach Mathis, Benjamin Semmes, Matthew Rudick. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Gatemen as we begin the fourth inning. Wareham 1, Falmouth 0. Franco Alleman back out for his 4th inning of work. Mathis steps in from the left side. First pitch from the righty, Alleman. Breaking ball in the outside corner, 0-1. Mathis in his first game with the Wareham Gatemen tonight. He arrived, set out about 1 a.m. before the YD game yesterday. He did make the trip to Hartford, Connecticut as he skies one on the infield. Left side, third baseman comes in, Moretto, and makes the catch. One away. Benjamin Sem steps in now for Wareham. One down, top of the fourth. Wareham with a run, and it came in the first inning. One run on 3 hits off of Alamon, and Franco Alamon has taken care of business ever since. Just 1 hit for Wareham since the first inning. Sem's popped out to Moretto at third base. His first time up. First pitch to him. Misses low and inside, 1-0. Sems came into tonight a .312 hitter. Over the last week or so for Wareham has been one of the best bats in the lineup as he flares one foul out of play on the third base line, 1-1. Hitting .421 in his last 7 games. Along with 5 RBIs, Benjamin Sems had just 9 RBIs right before the All-Star break, already up to 14. As he sends a hard ground ball right side, and it's under the glove of the second baseman Cantrell and into right field. Cantrell was right there. I don't think he got a glove on it, but I think I give that an error. We'll see how they rule it.
Well, the scoreboard said E2, but that's going to be an E4.
Cantrell's 4th error of the summer, and the Gatemen have a base runner. It is an E4. The Gatemen with a base runner with 1 down here in the 4th, and Matthew Rudick steps in from the left side. Cantrell's 4th error of the summer. Cantrell and Cruz in the middle infield for Falmouth normally so good. Runner going. Rudick fouls off a pitch down the first base side. 0-1. Matthew Rudick flew out to Cruz at shortstop his first time up in the 2nd inning. Rudick hitting .272 this summer for Wareham. And that average is way up for Rudick. 0-1 curveball misses high, 1-1. Matthew Rudick to begin July was hitting just .205. In the month of July in his last 14 games, Rudick's hitting .327, including 2 hits yesterday. Lollipop throw over to first. Sem steps back safely. Middle infield double play depth for Falmouth. Alamon taking his time with the runner on, sets and deals. Runner going, and now Sems puts on the brakes and retreats to first. Swing and a miss by Rudick. 1-2. Rudick in right field tonight for Wareham. Alamon sets on the first base side of the rubber. The 1-2 offering. Chopped right side. Charging is Cantrell. He gloves. Flips to first. He's out. Rudick out. Sems moves to second. He's in scoring position for Chad Stevens.
Now batting, the third baseman for
That was not an easy play by Hayden Cantrell. Funny how that happens. That seems like the tougher plays are the ones that they make, but some of the more textbook ones, like the one that turned into an error that allowed Benjamin Sems to reach first base, the ones that turn into the more difficult ones, I guess.
Chad Stevens steps into center stage. Alamon, the righty, sets. First pitch. Breaking ball misses high and tight. 1-0. Stevens 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded out to Cruz at second base. Shortstop, his first time up. Sems after the error by Cantrell. Sits on second. Alamon checks him, now the 1-0. Fastball right down Broad Street, 1-1. Stevens, a good day yesterday for Wareham against YD. Came through in the clutch, 2 RBI single in the 6th inning, ended up being the difference. Gave Wareham a 3-2 lead, and that was the final. The 1-1 from Alamon. Breaking ball misses outside, 2-1. Stevens, the Portland pilot, hit .284 with Portland this past season. Second team All-West Coast Conference. 2-1 breaking ball, misses inside, 3-1. The breaking ball for Alamon sitting right around 78 to 80 miles an hour tonight, and he just hasn't got the action on it that he wants. Hasn't really fooled anyone. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball, in there at the knees. Stevens thought it was ball 4, 3-2. Home plate umpire Jonathan Jordan making the call. Strike zone's been pretty good tonight. Stevens points his bat at Alamon. A long look in for the righty. And now Stevens calls time. Drew Sims awaits on deck for Wareham if we get there. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 through a fastball. Alamon gets his 3rd strikeout of the night to get out of the inning. We head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left on base for Wareham. The Gatemen lead 1-0. We'll be right back on GBN.
Shop from home year-round on Gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at Gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Blake Dunn, Zach Deloach, Trey Cruz. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up for Falmouth here in the bottom of the 4th. Wareham leads 1-0. First pitch from Brandon Fott. Broken bat flare right side, caught by Teeter in the air. 1 pitch, 1 out for Brandon Fott. That bat splintered. Half of it flew down the first baseline. Other half goes toward Chad Stevens at 3rd.
And that's when you know it's a good pitch, Gabe.
That's true. You'll take that.
That bat splintering in a whole lot of different pieces, and the ball, I'm pretty sure that part that splintered off the bat went farther than the ball.
First pitch to the lefty, Deloach. Hard ground ball, foul. Back near the Falmouth dugout. 0-1. 1 runs on 4 hits tonight for Wareham. No runs, no hits for Falmouth here in the 4th. Deloach, one of the best hitters in the Cape Cod Baseball League all season long at the plate. The 0-1. Fastball misses just off the outside corner. A ball and a strike to Deloach.
And last time up, Deloach put maybe down one of the most well-placed bunts we've ever seen all season. Literally placed it right in front of home plate.
The 1-1. Right over the heart of the plate, 1-2. I don't think that was his intention.
No, but it was. He got it to stop on a dime.
He did.
That's just no spin, no nothing. Just it fell and stopped. Unbelievable stuff.
Fortunately for Deloach, easy play for Drew Sims behind the plate for Wareham. The 1-2 from Fott. And a swing and a miss. Sims lost the ball on a fastball high. Bare hands quickly gets it down to first. It's high and wide. Deloach reaches on the strikeout. Ball trickles into right field. Deloach stays put. And despite the strikeout for Fott, Deloach on first base with one down here in the fourth.
From Rice University, number 2, Trey Cruz.
And when that happens, he just went up to get that ball, but instead of catching it in the webbing of the mitt, it hit right in the middle and just popped out immediately. And then the throw to first didn't help either, but at that point he was just rushing.
Trey Cruz, all-star for Falmouth, started at third base for the Western Division. Steps in, first pitch misses high and away. 1 ball, no strikes to Cruz, who's 0 for 1 tonight.
And they still haven't given an error at all to Drew Sims, so I'm wondering if they're thinking.
Swing and a miss through a fastball 1-1.
I wonder if they're thinking that Deloach would have reached without the throw, or if the throw was online.
Either way, it's not a hit. Still no hits for Falmouth. 1-1 fastball paints the outside corner.
And on those no hits, the Gatemen pitching staff today has been fantastic. Only 2 balls have been hit out of the infield, and only 1's been hit hard.
Fott sets, unleashes the 1-2. Fastball down low at the ankles of Cruz, 2-2. The base runners for Falmouth today. Walk, hit by pitch, and now the drop third strike. That's it.
That's called effective pitching right there.
2 innings from Prater. Now the 2-2 fastball high and away. Count runs full, and now Fott in his second inning of relief out of the bullpen.
And Cruz was the only guy who's really hit the ball hard today. The only reason it wasn't a double for him is because Braden Ward is basically the reincarnation of Billy Hamilton.
Throw over to first, and Deloach just in safely. Teeter thought he might have had him.
Oh, and talk about a good pickoff move, too. Had Deloach leaning towards second when he threw it over.
Teeter's so good at that slap tag as well. Now the 3-2 from Fott. Hard line drive, deep left center field. Ward ranges back. He's got room, makes the catch above his left shoulder. There it is again. Trey Cruz hits the ball hard out to center, but no hit to show for it. He's 0 for 2. 2 down, bottom of the fourth. The Gatemen still leading 1-0. Deloach stays put at first base, and in steps Taylor Smith.
And speaking of that slap tag, that was something the Gatemen had a little bit of trouble with yesterday against YD. We saw 2 plays at second and at home where sort of a misplaced tag led to runs and base runners for YD.
First pitch from Fott. Curveball. Dribble down the first base line. Teeter scoops it up and steps on the bag. Had a weird spin to it. Teeter had to make sure he played it, but gets the job done. No runs, no hits, 1 left aboard for the Commodores in the fourth. We head to the top half of the 5th inning. The Gatemen lead 1-0. We'll be right back in GBN.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
1-0 Wareham. We head to the 5th. Let's send it down to Addison Van Patten.
Behind the plate, and I wanted to talk to you guys about what Dallas Beaver's so dominant as a hitter, and His bat speed average is 79.7 miles per hour. Now, to put that into perspective, the team league average is 65.5. And to put that in a little bit more perspective, the MLB average is 66. So that puts Beaver 3 miles per hour above the league average, and that's what makes him so dominant for the Gatemen. Throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks, Addison. Dallas Beaver already 1 hit tonight. He's 1 for 2. Let's see if the Gatemen can bring him up here in the 5th. Drew Sims, Braden Ward, Matt McLean, 9-1-2 hitters due up for Wareham. And now Adrian Del Castillo is actually going to pinch hit for Drew Sims. So I wonder if Sims night, well, that means Sims night will be done. Del Castillo will probably come in to catch for Sims. And he leads off the 5th for Wareham. Gatemen 1, Falmouth nothing. First pitch to Del Castillo. Swing and a miss through a curveball. 0-1.
And now the streak for Drew Sims of now 5 games with an at-bat for the Wareham Gatemen. Of him reaching safely in each of the games has ended.
The 0-1. Down low in the dirt, a ball and a strike. Yeah, Sims in his first 4 games with Wareham had reached safely in all 4. A hit in 3 of them, got hit by a pitch in the 4th. Finishes his night tonight 0 for 1 with a strikeout. The 1-1. Breaking ball. Sits at the top of the zone, 1-2.
There's probably a much faster way we could have gotten to that stat.
100%.
Yeah. That was a little bit of a journey. My apologies.
The 1-2. Check this swing and a breaking ball down low. He went around. Ball in the dirt. Del Castillo now going to take off for first. Smith fires down. It's the 4th strikeout for Alamon. And in steps Braden Ward. Ward tonight has reached twice. Bunt single in the 1st inning. Reached on an error in the 3rd.
Number 50, Braden Ward.
And now he steps in from the left side. Ward has shown off his speed. First pitch. Misses high, 1-0 in so many ways tonight. The bunt single in the 1st inning. He's already stolen twice tonight. The 1-0. Breaking ball at the knees, 1-1. He's chased down multiple balls in center. That first one by Cruz in the 2nd inning. I mentioned it then, but I think you could count the guys on one league that get to that ball. 1-1. Just misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Ward came into tonight a 301 hitter, and that's where he's been sitting all year long. 2-1, another curveball. Just on the outside corner at the knees. 2-2. He's been hitting just above 300 nearly all season for Wareham. Had a rough day yesterday, 0 for 4. Trying to bounce back tonight. 2-2 fastball, high at the eyes. Count runs full, 3-2. One down, top of the 5th. Wareham 1, Falmouth nothing. 1 run on 4 hits tonight for Wareham. 3-2 breaking ball, got him. Wow. That curveball was below the knees of Ward. And that's what he's telling McLean as Matt McLean walks up to the plate. 2 away.
I mean, it got plenty of plate, but I agree with you. I think that ball was a little bit low.
Jonathan Jordan, the home plate umpire, calling the balls and strikes. McLean steps in, 0 for 2. Alamon sets and deals. Chopped on the 3rd baseline. Foul, 1-0. Excuse me, 0-1. McLean 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out in the 1st inning. Grounded out to Cruz at shortstop in the 3rd. The 0-1. Fastball high at the chin. A ball and a strike to McLean. McLean, the UCLA Bruin, rising sophomore at UCLA. The 1-1. Misses way outside. 2 balls and a strike. Alamon tonight, after the first inning, has worked pretty smooth. Pitch count at 67. This will be pitch 68. 2-1 misses outside. 3 balls and a strike. Jacob Teeter awaits on deck for Wareham. He's 2 for 2. The 3-1. Popped up foul out of play down the first baseline. Count runs full, 3-2.
Please do not attempt to gain entry to retrieve any foul balls. Thank you.
McLean came in red hot tonight, hitting .364 in his last 7 games. Nothing new for Matt McLean. The payoff pitch popped him up right field. Coming in on it is Deloach, and he makes the catch above his left shoulder. 3 up, 3 down for Alamon in the 5th. We head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Wareham clinging to a 1-0 lead. We'll be right back on GBN.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served Southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
Austin Langworthy, Stephen Moretto, Matt Nelson, 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Falmouth Commodores as we begin the bottom of the 5th inning. Wareham 1, Falmouth nothing. Brandon Fott back out for his 3rd inning of relief out of the bullpen for Wareham. Austin Langworthy's first at-bat against Fott tonight. First pitch. Fastball fouled off back into the caging behind home plate, 0-1. Langworthy 0 for 1 with a strikeout tonight. Second victim of Levi Prater back in the 2nd inning. The 0-1. Popped him up left side out of play. Down the third baseline, 0-2. Austin Langworthy, when he leads off an inning this season, is 0 for 8. The 0-2. Line drive and caught by Sems right behind the second base bag. Thought it was going to sneak into center field, and Sems was shading to his left and only had to take a few steps over to make the catch.
Wasn't that hard hit. Langworthy kind of muscled it into a line drive, and he was jammed. Sems making a good play and well positioned in almost the perfect spot.
First pitch to Stephen Moretto. Curveball just misses. Little inside, 1-0. Moretto tonight 0 for 1. The 0-1 now from Fott. Fastball check swing, bloop towards second. Taking it on a hop and throwing to first is Mathis. In time, 2 away.
That was a little nifty from Zach Mathis. Playing it on the bare hand.
Kind of a weird check swing from Moretto. I don't know if Mathis knew whether to try to go catch that ball or wait back and take it on a hop. And with the spin on the ball, it kind of just hopped straight into his bare hand and made the play. Two down, bottom of the fifth. Wareham leading 1-0. First pitch now to Matt Nelson. Breaking ball misses just outside, 1-0. Nelson massively struggling for Falmouth this summer. Not many at-bats. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball at the knees, 1-1. With the pop out in the third inning to Stevens over at third base, Nelson is now 2 for 28. The 1-1. Fastball popped him up, shallow center. Ward comes in, and he's called off by Sems. Shortstop makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for Fott in the fifth. We head to the top of the sixth inning. The Gatemen lead 1-0. We'll be right back on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape...
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
We head to the sixth here in Falmouth. The Gatemen 1, the Commodores 0. Jacob Teeter, Dallas Beaver, Zach Mathis, 3-4-5 hitters due up for the Gatemen as we head to the sixth inning. Pitching change for Falmouth here in the sixth. The starter, Franco Alamon's night is done. Alamon, a great start, 5 innings, 4 hits given up, 1 run, it was earned. No walks, 5 strikeouts. And the run for the Gatemen came in the first inning. It was 1 run on 3 hits for the Gatemen in the first inning. In innings 2 through 5, no runs on just 1 hit for Wareham. Brant Brown, 6'4", 200-pound righty from Eckerd College, replaces Alamon, making just his second appearance of the summer. He faces Jacob Teeter to get us started here in the sixth. First pitch from the righty. Fastball high and outside, 1-0. Teeter already 2 for 2 tonight. His 12th multi-hit game of the summer. 2 singles, RBI single in the first inning, and then in the third. The 1-0 from Brown. Breaking ball right over the heart of the plate. A ball and a strike to Jacob Teeter. Teeter starting first baseman for the Western Division in the All-Star game on Sunday, just a few days ago. Brown a deep breath, the 1-1 offering. Breaking ball down low, 2 balls and a strike. And talking to Teeter about that All-Star game, I mean, he says it was just incredible to be there. He coming from a D2 school in Florida Southern. Now the 2-1. Fastball swing and a miss, 2-2. His goal was just to stay here in Wareham. He was here on a temp contract. Knew he had 2 to 3 weeks to prove himself, and that's exactly what he did. Jacob Teeter has proven he's belonged here all summer long. Breaking ball at the knees for strike 3 on 2-2. Teeter didn't like the call. Tells Dallas Beaver as he walks to the plate that the strike zone 100% is low tonight. One down here in the 6th.
What's interesting about that Jacob Teeter story is that he got off to an 0 for 10 start this season, but said, you know, he wasn't really concerned about that 0 for 10 start because he was hitting the ball well during that stretch, just, well, didn't have much luck.
Said guys were making plays, yeah.
Right.
First pitch to Beaver. Low, 1-0. Said just guys were making plays. He only had 1 or 2 strikeouts in those first 3 games, and that was his point, too. It was just 3 games. He said it's just like having a bad weekend. The 1-0 to Beaver. Fastball, hard ground ball down the first base line, scooped up by the first baseman Langworthy. He steps on the bag, 2 away. 2 down, and steps Zach Mathis. 1-0 the Gatemen lead. Top of the 6th here in Falmouth. And then after Teeter found out he was staying in Wareham the whole summer, he said his only other goal was to make the All-Star game. Now that that's done, he feels like he's accomplished everything he's wanted to this summer. Zach Mathis steps in from the left side. First game with Wareham tonight, he's 0 for 2. First pitch to the lefty. Fouled off, back into the caging behind home plate, 0-1. Battle of first place teams tonight in Falmouth, Massachusetts. These 2 teams tied atop the Western Division. Falmouth 19-12-1, 39 points. Wareham 19-15-1, 39 points. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses outside, a ball and a strike. So yes, Falmouth has played 3 less games than Wareham. And they will play 12 games in the next 10 days. The 1-1. Hard line drive left field, carrying out to left. Mazo ranges back and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for Brown in the 6th. Still 1-0 Wareham. We head to the bottom half of the inning. We'll be right back on GBN.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment.
We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning here in Falmouth. The Gatemen cling to a 1-0 lead. 1 run on 4 hits tonight for Wareham. First pitch to Austin Mazel, misses low. 1-0. No runs, no hits tonight for Falmouth here in the 6th. Austin Mazel, Hayden Cantrell, Blake Dunn, 9-1-2 hitters due up for Falmouth. The 1-0. Fastball, hard ground ball, right side, ranging to his left and making the play is Mathis. Throw in time, 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman from the University of Louisiana Lafayette, number 5, Hayden.
The only base runners tonight for Falmouth, a walk, a hit by pitch, and a drop third strike. Cantrell reached on a walk in the first inning and then got called out because there was obstruction at the plate as he stole second. So Falmouth has only left 2 on base. First pitch down low in the dirt, 1-0 to Hayden Cantrell. Brandon Fott back out for his 4th inning of work out of the bullpen for Wareham. Starter Levi Prater went just 2 innings for the Gatemen. Didn't allow a hit. 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, 2 Ks. The 1-0. Fastball on the outside corner, 1-1. So Cantrell walked, then grounded out to Mathis at second base in the third inning. The 1-1 offering from Fott. Swing and a miss. 89 miles an hour on the radar gun. A ball and 2 strikes to Cantrell. Fott from the windup. Starting to work quicker. The 1-2. Fastball way high above the head of Cantrell. 2-2. Cantrell came into tonight a .310 hitter. He's been so good for Falmouth. 2-2. Flared foul. And no, that's going to be in play, and Sems, the shortstop, ranges over and makes the catch.
Now batting, the center fielder from Western Michigan.
2 down here in the 6th, and in steps Blake Dunn.
Blake Dunn.
Blake Dunn 0 for 2 tonight. He struck out in the first inning, lined out to Teeter at first base in the 4th. Fott sets and deals. First pitch. Swing and a miss through a fastball, 0-1. Dunn, the Western Michigan Bronco, had a heck of a season for WMU. The 0-1. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-2. That pitch almost hit the dirt. Jonathan Jordan's strike zone is mightily low tonight. The 0-2 pitch from Fott. Curveball got him. Right over the heart of the plate, strike 3. Strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exaforce, and Bullard. Head to alexvlaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 3 up, 3 down for Fott. We head to the 7th. The Gatemen up 1-0. We'll be right back on GBN.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
We get to the 7th here in Falmouth. 1-0 Gatemen, and Addison Van Patten has a report.
Thanks, Gabe. Wanted to give you an update on Drew Sims, who caught the first half of the game. Now, he talked about how he didn't like his outing so far today at his second stint for the Gatemen and said he has a lot to work on. Now, one of those things he said he's going to focus on for the rest of the summer is generating speed at bat. He says that that's something that he needs to focus on a lot. Jerry's going to help him with, and he's excited to build strength back after having mono and gain those 15 pounds back that he lost. Throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks, Addison. Drew Sims, his 3rd start back tonight for the Gatemen, and he actually, yeah, you said it, went home and immediately caught mono and was in bed for nearly the whole month, wasn't able to work out, wasn't able to do anything, and now back with Wareham. It's taken a little bit for him to get his legs back under him. We head to the 7th here in Falmouth. The Gatemen 1, the Commodores 0. Benjamin Sims, Matthew Rudick, Chad Stevens, 6, 7, 8 hitters due up here in the 7th for Wareham. First pitch from Brant Brown. Fastball at the knees, 0-1 to Sims.
I don't even think we mentioned this, but today's Addison's birthday.
It is. Happy birthday to our on-field reporter, Addison Van Patten. The 0-1. Skied toward left field, foul territory, and it'll land. Moretto making a run after it and couldn't get there, 0-2. Sims tonight 0 for 2. He did reach on an error by the second baseman Cantrell in the 4th inning. Popped out to Moretto at third base in the 1st inning. Brown in his 2nd inning of relief for Falmouth out of the bullpen. 1 run on 4 hits tonight for Wareham. 3 of them came in the 1st inning. It's been a pitcher's duel tonight here at Gov Fuller Field. The 0-2. Ground ball fouled on the first baseline. We'll do it all over again. Benjamin Semmes, one of 8 All-Stars for the Gatemen in Sunday's All-Star game. Went 1 for 1, ripped a single to center field. The 0-2 offering from Brown. Fastball flared foul out of play to the left field line. We'll stay at 0-2. Benjamin Semmes has been in that 6-hole pretty much all summer long for Wareham, but when he leads off an inning, he's hitting .435. He's 10 for 23. The 0-2 delivery. Curveball, dribbled foul. Just got a piece of it, did Semmes. And we'll stay right here at 0-2. Semmes, the Kansas Jayhawk, hit .305 for Kansas in his junior campaign. Now the 0-2. Breaking ball on the outside corner at the knees. Semmes hates the call. Just points to the outside part of the plate and walks his head, or walks away shaking his head. 1 away here in the 7th. It's the second strikeout for Brown. Both have been looking. And in steps Matthew Rudick. Rudick 0 for 2. Flew out to Cruz at shortstop and grounded out to Cantrell at second base. First pitch misses low, 1-0. Brown working quickly, the 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss to a fastball up high, 1-1. Matthew Rudick has hit much better against righties this season than lefties. 1-1, chopped right back to the mound. Brown picks it up, fires to first. In time. Browns come in the game and then retired 5 straight. 2 down here in the top of the 7th. The Gatemen leading 1-0, and in steps Chad Stevens. Stevens 0 for 2 tonight. Bottom of the order for Wareham. Just has not done their job. In fact, all 4 hits for Wareham in the first 4 in the order. First pitch to Stevens, swing and a miss through a breaking ball, 0-1. Ward with a hit, Teeter with 2 hits, Beaver with 1. The last 5 in the Gatemen order. A combined 0 for 13. The 0-1, down low in the dirt, a ball and a strike to Stevens. Wareham up 1-0 on Falmouth. Battle of first-place teams in the Western Division tonight. Now the 1-1. Off speed on the inside corner. 1-2. Wareham with 8 games left after tonight's ball game. They'll be off tomorrow. Now the 1-2. Fastball, flared foul out of play on the right field line, 1-2. Stevens ended up being the difference in yesterday's Wide E game. 3-2 the victory for Wareham, and it was a 2 RBI single from Stevens to give the Gatemen a 3-2 lead in the 6th. That won the game. 1-2, just got a piece of a fastball. Back into the fencing behind home plate, and that ball stuck. Ball's in the fencing in the upper right corner behind home plate.
That's what they call a wedgie.
Is that what they call it?
I just did.
Brown sets the 1-2 pitch. Curveball skied, shallow center. And it'll be the second baseman, Cantrell, who calls everyone off and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Gatemen in the 7th inning. It's time to stretch here in Falmouth. 1-0 the Gatemen lead. We'll be right back on GBN.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
Well, instead of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, Falmouth plays Baby Shark as we head to the bottom of the 7th here at Gov Fuller Field. Interesting choice.
Pretty sure those two singles were released on the same CD.
Okay. Good to know. I was unaware. Bottom of the 7th we go here in Falmouth. The Gatemen lead 1-0 over the Commodores. First pitch to the lefty, Zach DeLoach. And he popped him up. Foul territory, third base side. Stevens ranges over and makes the catch. One away here in the 7th. Good start for Brandon Fott, and in steps Trey Cruz. Taylor Smith to follow Cruz. 3, 4, 5 hitters Fott has to face here in the 7th. Right now, 1 up, 1 down. Brandon Fott has been marvelous out of the bullpen. This is his 5th inning of work. No hits for Falmouth. First pitch to Cruz. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. And not only Falmouth no hits off of Fott, but no hits off of the starter, Levi Prater, either. No runs on no hits for the Commodores through 6 1/3. 0-1, flared down the left field line. Long run for McLean and Stevens, and that ball lands in foul territory. 0-2. Cruz has probably hit the 2 hardest balls for Falmouth tonight. 2 lineouts to center. 1 to right center field. Braden Ward chased it down. 1 to left center field. Ward didn't have to move as much for that one. The 0-2 offering. Fastball and foul tipped back into the middle of Del Castillo for strike 3. Cruz is like, what? I didn't get a piece of it. But it's a strikeout, the 3rd for Fott. Strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. And lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 down here in the 7th. Still 1-0 Gatemen. Taylor Smith steps into center stage. Smith was one of 3 base runners for Falmouth tonight. First pitch to him. Fastball misses low, 1-0. Got hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. Grounded out to the first baseman Teeter in the 4th. Now the 1-0 offering. Breaking ball way outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Smith came into tonight 9 for 41. He's really shown his power this summer. 5 of his 9 hits, home runs. The 2-0. Fastball grounded back up the middle. Sems ranges to his left. Gobbles, throws to first in time. Benjamin Sems makes the play up the middle. Another 1-2-3 inning. And Falmouth with no hits through 7. 1-0 Gatemen. We head to the 8th. We'll be right back on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Top of the 8th inning, Gatemen holding on to a 1-0 advantage. 9-1-2 due up for the Wareham Gatemen in the top of the 8th. First pitch from Brant Brown. Swing and a miss from Adrian Del Castillo, 0-1. Del Castillo came in for Drew Sims, batting 9th. Sims started the game behind the plate. Went 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Del Castillo 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Cracks this one in the air, out toward right field. Zach DeLoach going back, and he'll have plenty of space. Makes the catch, 1 away. Adrian Del Castillo carried one out toward right center field. Boy, he has effortless power. 1 away. Back to the top of the order with Braden Ward. Lights coming on here at Gov Fuller Field. 7:40 here on the East Coast. Game started right around 6 o'clock. Nobody on base, 1 man out. Braden Ward has reached base twice with a single and an error. First pitch taken outside. Breaking ball at 74 miles per hour. Count 1 ball and no strikes to Ward. Ward singled in the first inning, came around to score after stealing a base. Fists this one right to the shortstop Trey Cruz, who makes the catch on the line drive, 2 away. 2 quick outs for Brant Brown. He's been sparkling tonight. 29 pitches thrown, 22 of them have been strikes.
He's hitting his spots, and it's been working beautifully tonight. So far, 8 up and 8 down, trying to go for 3 straight perfect innings.
2 2/3 innings pitch for Brown. Matt McLean digs in from the right side, a right-on-right matchup. First pitch taken downstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. McLean 0 for 3.
And really, both Brown and Ailman have done fantastic tonight. It's the Falmouth offense that just hasn't been able to get going.
The 1-0. Taken over the outside corner, count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Jonah Karp and Javik Blake with you. Javik pinch hitting for Gabe Genovesi. 1-1 the count to McLean. Fastball over the outside corner. 1-2. 1-0 Wareham. The only run of the ball game came back in the first inning. Nobody on base, 2 away, top of the 8th. The pitch skips under the glove of Matt Nelson, the catcher. Rolls to the backstop, 2-2.
The last time anyone's gotten a hit was back in the 3rd inning with Jacob Teeter's single, and since then, absolutely nothing. 1 guy has reached base. 2 guys have reached base, an E4 and a strikeout and a drop 3rd strike.
Full windup for Brant Brown. He deals. Fouled off. Count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 run on 4 hits for the Wareham Gatemen tonight. Locked in a pitcher's duel. 4 different pitchers used between the 2 teams. Franco Alamon started for Falmouth. Went the first 5 innings, gave up 4 hits. The pitch. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. McLean knew it. A perfect 1-2-3 inning. Brant Brown retires the Gatemen in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Tom, back for the bottom of the 8th when we return. Gatemen on top, 1-0. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier two-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
Austin Langworthy will lead things off for the Falmouth Commodores in the bottom of the 8th inning. Rips the first pitch, foul, 0-1. Langworthy 0 for 2, a strikeout and a lineout. Brandon Fott back on the hill. Langworthy, Moretto, and Nelson, the three due up. Ripped on the ground and threw into right field for a base hit. The Falmouth dugout breathes a sigh of relief. That's the first hit of the night for the Commodores, and it comes in the 8th inning.
Number 31, Steven Moretto.
Well, the Gatemen will have to wait just a little bit longer to throw their first ever 9-inning no-hitter.
Jerry Weinstein will go out to talk to Brandon Fott, who has been rolling. But then again, both him and Prater were rolling in this game.
And just fantastic pitching from the both of them, but the big thing is there's now the tying run on first and the go-ahead run at the plate.
Well, that was exciting while it lasted.
It was. The last no-hitter thrown for the Gatemen was in 2009 in a 7-inning game, so the first half of a doubleheader. The closest a pitcher's ever gotten to a 9-inning no-hitter was Brandon Workman, who now pitches for the Boston Red Sox back in 2007. Made it through 8 1/3 before finally giving up a hit.
And here's what's amazing, even more amazing about what had just transpired before that hit. There is a no-hitter tonight.
There is. Jacob Palish for the Harwich Mariners.
That was a 7-inning no-hitter because Orleans and Harwich playing a doubleheader. Harwich took down Orleans in the first game 2-0. And Harwich leading Orleans in the second game 2-0. That game still ongoing.
But an interesting little fact, he's the first player in Cape League history to have 2 complete game shutouts in the same season.
How about that? Throw back to first. Langworthy back to the first base
first
bag.
of those 2 shutouts against the Wareham Gatemen.
I remember it well.
On a doubleheader.
That's right.
Doubleheaders are the Achilles heel, it seems like, of this team. They haven't won a single game in one since Chatham.
You have to go back the first weekend of the season. First pitch, up and in. Forces Moretto to dive away from the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Langworthy holds at first.
And of all people to get that first hit, it's Austin Langworthy. He was 0 for 2 today. He came in today batting just .164.
Throw back to first, Langworthy back in.
And only had a .200 slugging percentage.
The pitch. Bunted right in front of home plate. Fought off the mound, picks it up right in front of the plate, and tosses over to first to retire Moretto as Langworthy goes to second, 1 away.
Now batting the catcher from Florida State University.
Moretto gets the job done, advances the runner into scoring position, the tying run in a 1-0 Wareham lead. Matt Nelson, the new batter. And we're going to have a pitching change. Brandon Fott was sparkling. But the tying run standing on second base, and it's Fott's responsibility for the new pitcher coming in. 1-0 Wareham. They'll try to keep it 1-0 when we return. There's 1 away in the bottom of the 8th. Stick around on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier two-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
Austin Langworthy stands off second base. Matt Nelson, the new man in the box, and Jason Ruffcorn, the new man on the mound for the Wareham Gatemen, trying to preserve this 1-0 lead. Comes set at the belt, checks the runner at second. Ruffcorn deals first pitch. Rolled on the ground, left side of the infield, scooped by Sems. The shortstop fires to third, and it's not in time. Benjamin Sems had an easy play at first, instead opted to go to third to try to retire the lead base runner. And now there's runners at the corners with 1 away, and the tying run just 90 feet away.
Why? There's only 1 out. There's not like there's 0 outs where you throw to third to get the lead runner and then you have a double play opportunity set up. He throws to first. He would have gotten Nelson by a mile. And then that puts just a man on third with 2 outs.
Austin Maisel, the number 9 batter. First pitch to him. Taken outside, 1 ball and no strikes. A fastball at 91 miles per hour.
Ruffcorn, the senior out of Oklahoma, 0-1 on the season in 2 innings pitched, giving up 2 runs and 3 strikeouts as well.
Pitch on the inner half. 86 miles an hour, 1-1.
I wonder if his thinking was that Langworthy was slow enough that he would get him at third base?
Fouled off, 1-2.
Just an interesting play. And it could come back to haunt them here. Maisel just hits it right back up the middle.
Ruffcorn in a bit of a predicament. Not his fault. Has to deal with runners on the corners, 1 away. Tapped foul. Count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jason Ruffcorn entering this contest with 3 strikeouts and 2 innings pitched. Giving up a couple of earned runs. A double play would end the inning. The Commodores were hitless through 7. The pitch. Misses outside, 2-2.
And at 2-2, we still got the count in his favor to try and get Maisel to roll over one. Though I think if they do hit a ground ball, you just got to go to first.
Nelson at first, Langworthy at third. The pitch misses outside, and Ruffcorn thought that was strike 3. Instead, it's a 3-ball, 2-strike count with the top of the order coming up.
And it is a tight zone tonight for both teams. Both teams are having some issues with home plate umpire Jonathan Jordan tonight. We've heard shouting from both dugouts on all the post pitches on the plate.
It's not so much a tight strike zone as a warped strike zone. A lot of low pitches called strikes today. The payoff from Ruffcorn. Slapped foul. We'll do it again.
Well, that's hard as a hitter as well. If it's not that it's tight, it's inconsistent.
Yeah.
You can't figure out where to throw, and it hurts Del Castillo behind the plate because he doesn't know where the zone exactly is.
Just a guessing game for everybody. 1-0 Wareham. One away in the bottom of the 8th inning. Falmouth threatening. For the first time today, the pitch lifted in the air, down the left field line, chasing McLean back into foul ground, makes the catch, tagging from third base, Austin Langworthy. The throw comes in, and it goes to second. Falmouth ties the game at 1 with 2 away in the 8th.
And they're going to move Nelson to second because when McLean caught that ball, he was out of play when he threw it back in.
Number 5, Hayden Cantrell.
So Matt Nelson goes to second base. Back to the top of the order with Hayden Cantrell.
I almost think it would have been better if McLean just let that ball go.
First pitch. Misses downstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. Runner on second, 2 away. The go-ahead run at second base. Hayden Cantrell 0 for 2. Everyone has taken an 0 for aside from Langworthy. 1 run on 1 hit, 3 errors tonight for the Falmouth Commodores. The pitch. Misses downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Cantrell led off the first inning with a walk. Then grounded out to end the third, popped out in the 6th.
It looks like they're just going to intentionally put on Cantrell and try and set up some sort of double for it. Just try and set up a force at every base. Can't have a double play with 2 outs. Can't have 4 outs in an inning.
I mean, you could. It would be wrong.
It also doesn't go towards the total of the 9th either.
Doesn't carry over like a library card?
It does not.
Pitch misses downstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. Blake Dunn, the new batter. He's 0 for 3. Strikeout victim twice tonight. Cantrell at first. Nelson at second. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 2.
And with the sac fly from Maisel, Fat's line officially closed. 4 1/3 innings pitched. 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. And what was just one heck of a start from, or one heck of a relief appearance from him.
Right on right matchup. Ruffcorn checks on the runner at second, steps and fires. The pitch misses inside. And Ruffcorn falls behind 3 balls and no strikes.
I don't think we've seen a Gateman behind in the count like this, as opposed to the first 1 or 2 batters that Prater faced tonight.
Two on base with 2 away, and the pitch misses low and in, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk issued to Blake Dunn. The first time tonight he's reached base, and that loads up the bases and puts the potential go-ahead run at third. And Jerry Weinstein will talk to his relief pitcher. Blake Dunn at first, Hayden Cantrell at second, Matt Nelson at third. 1-1 the score with 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. The Gatemen looking for their first victory against their Western Division foe, the Falmouth Commodores, this season. They're 0 for 4 against the Commodores. The last time they faced them, it was back at Spillane Field. They got swept in a doubleheader.
And Tanner Bybee now warming in the Gatemen bullpen.
Jason Ruffcourt needs just 1 more out to get out of this jam. 1 run home in the inning on 1 hit, and the bases are loaded.
And going back to that Maisel sac fly, for McLean, I know he's thinking of getting to the ball, but it almost would have been better if he had let that fall, because maybe in that next pitch, yes, Maisel's hitting 383, but he was still ahead in the count to where Ruffcorn could have thrown something to get a ground ball. They turn 2, they get out of the inning, still with the 1-0 lead. But now it's 1-1. You have the bases loaded, and Falmouth with 1 swing of the bat could go up by 2, maybe even 3.
And one of the last guys you want to face in this situation. Zach DeLoach, who's 0 for 3 tonight, but batting .354 this year, takes the first pitch downstairs. 1 ball and no strikes.
The only player on this Falmouth roster with an OPS north of 1.
5 homers, 17 RBIs this season for Zach DeLoach.
If you remember all the way back to the first time these two teams played.
Pitch misses outside, ball 2.
It was a grand slam in the 8th inning that won it for Falmouth. Gatemen hoping lightning doesn't strike twice in that situation. But still a possibility, especially with DeLoach at the plate.
The 2-0. Check swing, pitch misses low. Did he go around? Is there going to be a check? No, there isn't. 3 balls, no strikes to Zach DeLoach.
And now some words being exchanged with Jordan from the Gatemen dugout. He's really just had a tough night behind the plate.
The pitch from Ruffcorn. Downstairs, ball 4, and the Commodores take the lead. 3 straight walks, and the bases are still loaded with 2 away.
And here comes Tanner Bybee out of the pen.
Jerry Weinstein trots out to the mound. Jason Ruffcorn with a disastrous inning out of the bullpen. Ball taken. Ruffcorn's night is over. Book not yet closed. And Bybee will come in. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Commodores take a 2-1 lead on only 1 hit here in the 8th inning. We'll be right back.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Zach DeLoach at first base, Blake Dunn at second base, Hayden Cantrell at third base. 2 runs home in the inning. Bases loaded for the Falmouth Commodores, 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. And the 4th different pitcher used tonight for the Wareham Gatemen will take the hill. Tanner Bybee, the new pitcher in, looks to stop the bleeding and keep this just a 1-run deficit. Just a tale of 2 innings, really. When the Gatemen entered the bottom of the 8th, the Commodores were hitless. Langworthy led off the inning with a hit, then came around to score to knot up the ball game. 3 straight walks have loaded the bases. The pitch on the outside corner. Breaking ball at 77 miles per hour, 0-1 to Trey Cruz.
And Bybee out of Cal State Fullerton, 2-1 this season. This is his 8th appearance all out of the pen, a 4.50 ERA in 14 innings pitched, 3 walks and 17 strikeouts as well.
Pitch from Bybee. Check swing, taken downstairs. Did he go? No, says Jason Klump, the third base umpire.
Just what a bizarre inning from the Falmouth Commodores. Single, sack bunt, fielder's choice, sack fly, intentional walk, walk, walk. 2 runs on 1 hit.
Bybee with a high set at the letters. Steps and fires. The pitch misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike.
This pitching staff, after they posted ERA somewhere around 6 last week, they've been pitching fantastic this week, but their bats just haven't been able to get going tonight.
Bases loaded with 2 away, bottom of the 8th. The pitch. Skied, and that's going to sail to shallow center. Benjamin Semmes, the shortstop, ranging under it, making the catch for the final out. But the damage done. The Falmouth Commodores plate 2 on just 1 hit, and they take a 2-1 lead after 8. They'll try to close it out when we return. Stick around on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on Gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at Gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Well, this is a different situation than I guess we thought we would find ourselves in the top of the 9th inning. An eventful bottom of the 8th. Only 1 hit came across for the Falmouth Commodores, but they plated 2. 3 walks in the inning, and a poor decision in the field by Benjamin Semmes to try and go to third instead of first base for the out. Ended up putting up 2. And now the Commodores can close things out after getting no hit through 7 innings. First pitch to Jacob Teeter is tapped foul. 0-1. Teeter is 2 for 3. 2 singles and a strikeout. Leads things off. It'll be Teeter, Beaver, and Mathis. 3, 4, and 5 in the Gatemen order. The pitch from Brixey. Breaking ball misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Zach Brixey from Virginia Tech, a rising sophomore, stands at 6'2", 215 pounds. Right-handed pitcher. Jacob Teeter, a left-handed batter. Brixey out of the windup. Deals. Breaking ball on the outside corner. Strike 2. Brixey this season with the Virginia Tech Hokies, a 4.24 ERA. 23 innings pitched. 37 strikeouts, 23 walks. Deals, full windup. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Gatemen are down to their final 2 outs. Second time tonight, Teeter's gone down on strikes, 1 away. Brixey comes from an athletic family. His grandfather, Jerry Brooks, played in the MLB. His aunt, Susan, played softball. She was an All-American at Canisius. Dallas Beaver will step up to the plate. Nobody on base, 1 man out, top of the 9th. Gatemen trailing by 1. First pitch on the outside corner. 0-1. Beaver 1 for 3 tonight. Singled in the first inning. The Gatemen haven't tallied a hit since the 3rd. 4 hits tonight. The pitch popped up. Foul ground, out of play. Behind home plate, 0-2. Brixey spent last summer with the Baltimore Redbirds of the Cal Ripken League. Pitched to the tune of a 3.77 ERA, went 2-2. 14 1/3 innings pitched. Walked 12 batters. Struck out 23. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Zach Britzy, and the Gatemen are down to their final out.
From Louisiana State University, number 11, Zach Mathis.
And the weight of the game on the shoulders of a guy making his debut with the Wareham Gatemen. Zach Mathis 0 for 3 tonight. Nobody on base, 2 away, and the scoreboard shuts off. Top of the 9th inning. Mathis steps in from the left side. Battle of Zacks. Who's going to win? First pitch. Misses downstairs, 1-0. Brixey from Taylorsville, North Carolina. He can hit 100 miles per hour with his fastball. Full windup, the 1-0. Taken low, it skips under the glove of Nelson. 2 balls and no strikes to Mathis. Well, if Zach Mathis can prolong this inning, Benjamin Sems will be the next batter. Nobody on, 2 away, top of the 9th. Gatemen trailing 2-1. Pitch up and away, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Well, this was the problem for Brixey this past season. In college, in 23 innings, through 23 walks. The 3-0. Right down Broadway, 3-1. Zach Mathis making his debut with the Wareham Gatemen tonight. Played at Delta College, a JUCO school. Transferring to LSU, the 3-1. On the outside corner, 3-2. And the Gatemen are down to their final strike.
That's not a strike. With the way that Jordan's been calling it all night long, you're going to have to swing at a ball below your knees.
Nobody on base, 2 away. 2-1 Falmouth. The payoff from Brixey. Popped foul and out of play down the left side, so we'll do it again. Zach Brixey, the 3rd different pitcher used tonight for the Commodores. Brant Brown went a few after Alaman through the first 5. The 3-2. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. Zach Brixey strikes out the side. And the Commodores move to 5-0 against the Wareham Gatemen this season. And what a win this was for Falmouth. No hit through the first 7 innings. Tally 2 in the 8th. And then Zach Brixey comes in and shuts the door. Strikes out the side. Pitches a perfect 1-2-3 9th inning. 2-1 the final score from Gov Fuller Field. We'll be back to break down this game. Gabe and I will see you on the other side. 2-1 the final score. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network. The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
2-1 the final score from Gov Fuller Field. The Falmouth Commodores taking down the Wareham Gatemen at home. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi breaking down tonight's game, and what a game it was. Falmouth improving to 20-12-1 this season. Wareham falling to 19-16-1. They slide into sole possession of second place in the Western Division. Falmouth moves up to first place, taking sole possession of the top spot in the Western Division. Both teams enter tonight tied for the number one spot in the West. Gabe, I'll just leave the floor open to you. Immediate thoughts.
Wareham can't hit the ball against Falmouth. 4 hits tonight, 1 in innings 2 through 8. I mean, you can blame the pitching all you want for giving up 2 runs in the 8th, but that's not the reason that this team lost this game. You can't have 1 hit in the final 8 innings of the ball game and win a baseball game. 0-5 against Falmouth now as Wareham. This was a big game tonight. You to take over first place alone in the Western Division, and Wareham couldn't come through. Once again, I don't know what it is about the Falmouth Commodores, but you're going to have to find a way to beat them because you're probably going to face them in the playoffs.
Hitting was never really a problem for this Wareham Gatemen team all season. They had certainly games that they struggled to hit, not really like tonight, but they've had games where they've struggled to hit. It just hasn't been an ongoing trend. Tonight was something different. It was a bit of an anomaly for the Wareham Gatemen hitting. But, I mean, I agree with you, Gabe. I mean, the pitching was remarkable, really all throughout, and you can't place the blame on Jason Ruffcorn.
No, not at all. He comes in the toughest spot you can after there should have already been 2 outs in the inning. And, you know, he's asked to intentionally walk Cantrell. He did walk a couple of batters, but, I mean, in the end, you've got to have more than 1 run on the scoreboard when you go into that 8th inning. And Wareham didn't, and it leads to the 2-1 loss.
There are 2 guys we have to talk about when we talk about this pitching tonight, Levi Prater and Brandon Fott. Who do you want to start with?
Well, we'll go in, we'll start with the starter. We'll start with Prater and then go to Fott. I mean, Prater only 2 innings. He walked a batter, hit a batter, but no hits, no runs, a couple of strikeouts, and then, Brandon Fott was spectacular out of the bullpen in relief. 5 1/3 innings pitched for Fott, 1 hit given up. It was the leadoff single in the 8th inning. Only the 1 run allowed, no walks, 3 strikeouts. He did his job out of the bullpen. The bats didn't.
But then there was the 8th inning that I guess you could say lost Wareham the ball game, even though the hitting didn't really show up after the 3rd inning, or really after the 1st inning for the Gatemen tonight. Jason Ruffcorn came in, and after Brandon Fott had allowed the first hit of the ball game to Austin Langworthy, or the first hit for the Falmouth Commodores, to lead off the 8th inning. Then Ruffcorn came in to try and shut the door and send it to the 9th, and ended up walking 3 batters.
But Ruffcorn's outing started with the fielder's choice. It started with Sems going to 3rd on that ground ball. I still don't get that decision by Benjamin Sems. You're trying to get the lead runner, but just get the out. Just take the out. You'd have 2 outs in the 8th, and Mazel ended up, popping out to left field. It would have ended the inning. The Gatemen would have had a 1-0 lead heading into the 9th. Instead, that tied the game, and Falmouth ended up getting the 2-1 win.
We're going to send it to a quick break and come back on the other side. Addison Van Patten is standing by with your player of the game.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
2-1 the final score from Gov Fuller Field. The Falmouth Commodores taking down the Wareham Gatemen. Let's send it down to Addison Van Patten.
Addison Van Patten here with Brandon Fott for the postgame show. He is our player of the game. Now, 8th appearance for you so far on this season. 3.42 ERA going into this game. What was working for you?
Just throwing strikes today, trusting my defense. They made a lot of good plays out there, and I could just compete, let them put the ball in play, and just let my defense work.
We knew it was going to be a game for the pitches tonight with us in Falmouth and Alma going on the mound. Did that affect you in the game?
No, not really. I just competed, just did my best effort, and trusted my defense, like I said before.
Later that you came to a curveball and now back to a slider. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, me and Jim, the pitching coach, have just been working on that. I decided tonight just to go back to my slider because the curveball wasn't working. I threw it for more strikes, and again, when they put it in play, my defense made spectacular plays, so I couldn't say anything more than that.
Speaking of strikeouts, 25 on the season turns to 28 tonight. What is it about you that makes you so competitive throwing those strikeouts?
I mean, I don't really know. Just trusting my catcher, his pitch calling. They both did a great job, Deli and Sims, so I want to thank them.
Speaking of Sims, this is his first outing back. How's chemistry going?
Great. He's a phenomenal catcher, one of the best catchers I've ever seen. He just frames so well and helps me get those strikes, and then strikes win the ball game, but not tonight because their pitchers were amazing. So.
Won't be seeing Falmouth again until the postseason. Is there anything that you have to say about what we can do better for next time we see that?
I mean, play like we did tonight, defensively, just bear down and just work on our offense a little bit. I mean, there's some good hitters. We just struggled tonight because their pitching was so good. So I think that's really it.
All right, well, thank you for chatting with me, and that's it from me tonight. Sending it back to you guys.
All right, thanks so much, Addison, and happy birthday, Addison Van Patten. Happy birthday. Standing by with Brandon Fott. Brandon Fott, our player of the game. He was remarkable, allowed the first and only hit to the Falmouth Commodores tonight. That came in the 8th inning. Commodores ended up plating 2 in the 8th inning, and that proved to be enough, a 2-1 final. The Falmouth Commodores improving to 5-0 against the Wareham Gatemen this season, and now the Gatemen will have a much-needed off day tomorrow.
Much needed off day before a huge game Friday against Kituit. Hopefully the bats can come alive because a team should not win a ball game with one hit.
We'll see you Friday. For Addison Van Patten, for Javic Blake, for Gabe Genovesi, I'm Jonah Karp saying so long and thanks for listening.